Hey, buddy. We're here at Busch on the afternoon, and Squire's Grill is open, as you can see. So we're gonna take a look real quick inside and see what they've got. You say so. Here is the menu that they have. New burgers. I don't see the cheesesteak back, but burgers are all back. Chicken sandwich. Nice little area done right here. And the sweets are open too, over here. And that's cinnamon bun, apple pie, strawberry shortcake, hot fudge sundaes, banana split, and soft serve funnel cakes. That's what that is. I'll show you. So, it took us a couple minutes to get in. We're slow at the ticket window. But otherwise, seems to be a pretty empty day. It is a Monday here, pretty much after graduations. So, hopefully we'll be lucky to get on some rides and see if we can see some construction going on for a 2025 project. Plus, Mav just likes roller coasters better than sitting on the couch watching YouTube, right?
Yep.
Unless it's El Toro Ryan, then he'll watch that. No, he's gonna watch freaking videos of guys talking about poop in space. So that's Mav, poop in space. Matter of fact, if you poop in space, he'll subscribe.
Well,
right?
no, not poop and space. Why do you
No, poop in the space. Like if somebody poops in space, you're good, right?
Where do you get the poop from?
Because you just told me there was big poop behind me, so.
Yeah, it was a poop plushie. It was a giant poop plushie that someone was carrying.
So off to Festa Italia, that's going to be our first stop. We are walking by Pompeii right now, heading over to Festa Italia, and it is running on a Monday. There was a point a couple weeks ago where they were not running the ride on weekdays. It was only open on weekends. So staffing looks like it's got worked out, and they are running it, and it's a very small line for the ride, but yeah, we just saw a boat go up empty, so I don't know if they had a block or a break up. There we go, right there. It's running. So far so good. Looks like it should be a good day. I think he's asleep. Looked like you were asleep or dead. So that's our parking lot for the day over there. Middle one in use, and they use a little bit of the one over here. The newer B&Ms, Mako, and even Candemonium that have that 5-second airtime hill, but you do get a good amount of float for a decent amount of time on this. The brakes, the trim brakes are killing it every time, and they're rolling trains, which is good. They stacked behind us when we left, but they're rolling us into the station. So I have no idea why we stopped at hard here.
And exit quickly and
bellows is still solid. I understand that there are better ones out there now, but for the first one, it holds up really well. And warm day with a full train. She was flying today. Anything you want to add? This is one of his favorite rides. So right here is one of the changes in the park that happened since our last visit, is that became the Ritas. And they basically moved the Roman Freeze ice cream soft serve to the front of the park where Squire's is, which is good because when I was younger coming here, it was always good to stop there in England after the park closed at 10. Imagine that, 10 o'clock. And getting ice cream cone with vanilla ice cream cone with strawberries in. You could also have gotten that in New France as well, or Aquitaine, France, or however you say it. But it was always a good end of the day treat, and hopefully they keep it open past the closing of the park. And you know, Rita's is what it is. Look, Rita's is delicious, but I do like the park specific stuff better. Mav doesn't care.
I still like the Roman Freeze more, mainly because of ice cream. Even though it's just straight up flavored ice.
Yep. I got you, bud. I got you. But that changed like really quickly. It was Roman Freeze last time we were here, and then became Rita's. Getting in line here. First off, Roman Rapids is open. It's got a huge line over there. But I think about this all the time. Pantheon. What it's missing is right there. It should have dove down this way into a helix and then popped up into the brake run. A little more positive G's on this ride and a good pop of air time coming up this way would have made this ride complete. Theming aside, I don't want to hear of theming. I'm just talking about the ride experience itself. Come from that sideways airtime hill, hop down into a helix, yeah. Would have been good, right, bud?
Yeah. Also, Pantheon would have been probably still be in my top 5 favorites if that helix would have been there.
If what?
If that helix would have been there, Pantheon would be like 5 spots higher.
What hill? What are you talking about? I can't hear you.
The helix.
Oh, the helix. Oh, yeah, yeah. And for some reason, they have a permanent pad of concrete over there for a JLG. I don't know what it is over there they could be working on, but there's a permanent pad for a JLG. So I've been doing more aggressive bike riding and losing some weight, and I'm more comfortable in this now than I was a month and a half ago. We're on road 3. What do you think, buddy?
That's awesome.
How this is not your top 5, I don't know.
It's like number 7 right now.
7.
When are we gonna make that video about the town people?
Alright, we'll do it this weekend. Alright. So we are now approaching that old Dragonfire site, and if you look, you can see markers over here on this hill heading into back to this is where the second lift is supposed to be. They're locking it off now. We got more markers over here. You can see here Markers are over here, and they're continuing to clear trees all the way back there. This is the pathway that the lift hill is going to take all the way down into the ravine. I believe Nevermore is going to come back, but they're going to put it into the building they've built over here, since this is going to be under construction for 2025.
I feel betrayed. I saw no sheep. I feel betrayed now.
Oh yeah?
Not sheep here.
So they have completely gutted the station from the haunted house. And they're going to have to tear out some of those stairs for the inverted track to go in. But yeah, this is probably where your haunted house is going to be for Hollow Scream. Some more tree clearing for 2025 is taking place, and markers are on the ground for the soon-to-be B&M family inverted. So we're on Griffin, and the videos I took a month and a half ago, which I have not gotten out yet, I was sitting in the big boy seat in the middle, and now I'm in regular seat because I am trying to get in El Toro shape for when we get to Six Flags Great Adventure this year. So now we're in the back row, far right on Griffin, the smoothest coaster with one of the shoulder restraints I've ever been on. Oh, we got a wasp up here. This thing will always close for wasp when they're actually hovering around the top of the lift hill. I'm surprised it hasn't closed yet. The hang on this is fun, but the airtime in the back is better. And you don't have this torso crushing vest.
You can look so far out there, dude.
Yep.
That's like hundreds of miles you can look out.
Here we go. Buddy.
We hope you enjoyed your ride. At this time, please unbuckle your seatbelt. Once again, please unbuckle your seatbelt.
Oh, that's another smooth ride on Griffin. But it's that part of the year we're going to start seeing wasps around the top of the rides. There were definitely some at the lift and at the drop. So, we'll see how long that lasts. But anything else you want to say?
I like this ride a lot.
Yep.
Lift up on your safety harness and exit quickly.
So that was 2 rides on Griffin. Again, so smooth. For over-the-shoulder restraint coasters, I don't think B&M's have a much better masterpiece than Griffin that I've ridden. And even on the bottom of the drop here, there's a little brownout moments for me. Like my vision goes down a little bit on it.
Literally, I lose my vision on the first one.
Yeah. Coming through the Immelman until you make the turn out at the bottom of the drop all the way through the Immelman. There's a little bit of brownout.
Yeah, it happened on both of the rides there.
Yep. Good overall dive coaster. I love SheiKra's creativity with where they placed it, but it's still better dive coaster. We will get Iron Menace in about 6 weeks.
Oh.
So we'll see how the smaller ones with the vest do. But the little break that we had between the trip on the train to look at Project 2025 and Griffin was us stopping at Trappers and getting some barbecue.
And he stopped at Trappers for 11 minutes.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, apparently I was at Trappers too, so. But for anybody that talks about the barbecue, it is really good for like the amusement park barbecue. Ours wasn't hot, it was warm, but it come right off the bone and was very tender. It is tough for barbecue to be on that kind of a ready-made. He choked on the Coke. Wow. But for barbecue that is, you know, coming, you know, ready served like that, it's really hard to maintain such consistency. I think it's pretty good. There are times where the brisket is better, and sometimes it's a little worse, but overall, Trappers is, to me, the best place to eat in the park.
Yep.
Mav has come to that way now that he has discovered ribs.
Unlike Fest Heads.
The Fest House has never been what it was when I was a kid. Something about their pizza, the cheese feels synthetic. It just, I don't know what it is. And when they stopped having the German ribs a couple years ago, I don't know what to get there anymore. Marco Polo's is good for the Italian sampler, but for me, it's still Trappers. Anything you want to add, buddy?
Trappers are the two places you have to go first.
But yeah, definitely looking forward to Squires now that it's back open. Their burgers are pretty good. And I expect Busch to have gone all out and not done all those renovations to be the same or worse. So we'll see how Squires is next time we get here. So Mav's getting a back row ride on Alpengeist. I don't know if he's done back row or not. Maybe once. My arm's gonna fall off trying to shoot this. And the seats on Alpengeist are slightly smaller than Griffin. See, a little tighter, but yeah. Busting my butt to lose the weight. Holy shit. Holy jeez. How you doing, bud? Hey, you might say what they want to. This thing's smooth back here. I didn't hit my head once. Did you hit your head?
Yeah, on the beginning of the Cobra roll.
Oh yeah? Yeah, that's probably the worst part, but I didn't hit it at all.
It's the most intense part, but it's also like the weirdest.
My arm feels like it's gonna fall off. The G-forces on this ride, 3.5 G's trying to hold your arm straight out. And I've been dealing with a pinched nerve in my shoulder and my neck for a few months now, and mostly gone, but on this one I feel a little bit. Eh, shut up, Apple. 100 decibels, this is a loud environment. I'm on a damn roller coaster, shut up. So, how's this one place for you?
This place is...
Did it move back up?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, because last time we rode it was in the middle, and he was like, this thing is janky. And you got to ride the front of the back. The middle is just not good. We're going to do a POV. We go around and ride it again. Anything else you want to say, bud?
This ride is so good.
This is really good.
And it's going to go from 15 to like 8.
Montu is the best inverted coaster. But the intensity of this one, you can't beat it. And I've rode the Cobra or the Batwing front and back on Montu, and I'll take the Cobra Roll, especially backseat Cobra Roll on this over the Batwing, because Cobra Roll is my favorite inversion. That thing is awesome. Can't believe there used to be 2 of them in this park that were great. Is that it, bud? You good?
Yep.
All right, so we just did 2 rides on Alpengeist. One in the back and then one in the front. Zero headbanging. I didn't even, I braced for the Cobra Roll and the brake run, and I didn't even have to brace that hard. Mav over here, who's still a baby giraffe, ain't barely got his legs underneath of him, bounced his head all over until he got a tilt sign like a pinball.
The reason why you did not bang your head at all is because your egg head is so big.
Yeah, it's my egg head. And you dropped it. You dropped the cup from brain damage from Alpengeist. No, that thing is smooth. Could it use vest restraints? Yes, especially if they could operate more like the Vekoma restraints instead of the torso restraints from B&M. That's the only thing I would do, is I would like to see that ride get new trains and fix the brake run with electromagnetic brakes, so they don't have to hit the mid-course so hard. And if they could get the head banging away and get the mid-course taken off a little bit, some magnetic braking on the end, this ride I think could vault back to number 2 in the country as far as inverts. How's Alpengeist for you though, buddy?
It's really good, actually.
It is. It's super intense. B&M made some intense coasters back in the day. And that one might be it. That one, Kumba, I haven't ridden Hulk, but I've heard Hulk is as well. So, we're gonna do the log flume, because we haven't done that in a long time. So that's our next stop.
Like a couple years, actually.
Yep. See you in the log flume. All right, I don't know how much of Mav is in this shot, but he's leaning forward. This used to be Mav's jam right here at the log flume.
Yep, it is. Like 5 years ago.
The one thing that's going to be great about Busch Gardens, adding a family inverted at 42 inches, is kids got something to ride. Grover's is 39, and then after Grover's, you've got to go all the way to Invader at 46. So 42 is going to be good.
Grover's is 37.
I thought it was 30. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Busch Gardens is addressing a serious hole in their lineup, which is around 42 inches, which will be nice. Me and Mav, when he was still young, marathon this ride. This is not a ride to marathon.
Let's see how big this splash is going to be.
Oh, Daddy's all wet.
Oh, I remember that saying.
When Mav was 2 years old, when we started riding this ride.
2? I was 42 inches at 2.
Yes, we went to Universal and then got our passes here because you like the rides.
I was 42 inches at 2.
No, this ride you can be 36 and ride this with an adult.
I was 36 inches at 2. That's tall for a 2-year-old.
Anyway, we would ride this over and over again at the end of the night because there would be nobody here like it is now. How you doing? Mav was a celebrity on this ride. All the ride ops knew him. They all waved to him. We would literally put 9-10 laps on this ride.
Like, every single time we came here, they knew.
And then homeboy wanted to sleep and I had to carry him out on the very back of the park after the train was done.
Oh god, a big red too.
So, it's nice to get to ride this again. There's a drop ahead. All right, here we go. Nice, nice.
Oh my god.
Daddy all wet. That was what I used to say when he was a little boy.
Yeah. Oh god.
And he used to get a kick out of it. He'd turn around and he'd feel my face. He was like, yep, Daddy all wet. So, to my man Ryan, who celebrated his first official Father's Day, this is what you got to look forward to. Serious laps on a log flume. So your wonderful, lovely baby girl is tall enough to ride other rides. Memories you'll last forever. Well, that was an Invader ride that did not get captured because for some reason the battery wasn't working. But then it started working.
Please lift harness and exit quickly but carefully to your left. Thank you for riding Invader and have fun at Busch Gardens. Boarding guests.
Can we stay?
Please
Yeah.
step carefully but quickly.
They're gonna let us stay right on. Nobody in the station.
Everyone except the front.
we just get
During your
front and back
ride,
row.
please remain seated upright, keeping your hands, arms, and legs down and inside the train at all times.
I always thought it was like an AI voice you did that, but it's actually somebody else.
It's nobody in here. It's recorded. All right, so this is ride number 2 and probably our last ride of the night. This ride is, look, for GCI it could be smoother. For any other wooden coaster in the country, it's smooth. But it's held up really well considering Busch is not known for wooden coaster maintenance. Yeah, they could retract it, they could put Titan tracks on it, but it is still a great little junior wooden coaster. That was awesome. Not a Zen ride, but 2 other people on it. And who knows what happens when we get back in the station. But yeah, that's a great little family wooden coaster. Type of roughness that wooden coasters are supposed to have.
Family?
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
Well, when we get to El Toro, then you can tell me if this is family or not.
This is Busch's family.
All right, back in the station. So we thought we were done. Mav wanted to ride again, and he got his Zen ride. Nobody on the train except for us. That's what I'm talking about. He's always wanted one, and we've never gotten. This is his first Zen ride.
It's on and there. Make sure
Yep.
you get the seats and everything on all times.
I know the second row still hits. It's been a while since I've been in the front row. On the second hill after the turnaround, there's huge air time. And there goes the train, so we're gonna walk out of here now.
Did you really expect us to be able to make it?
If we didn't ride, yes. This was the last train for us. The train in front of us is gonna be the last train, period. But we got a Zen ride.
Finally.
And it didn't pop in the front like it normally does, but that's because it's an empty train too. And it's not the second hill, it's the hill after the drop and the turnaround. And the second row seriously pops. This ride, still a little bit, but probably if it was a full train, yeah, probably would have hit harder. But for what Busch Gardens needed and what they had to work with, great wooden coaster. What do you think?
Amazing.
Me and him were talking about when he could first ride it, we put like 22 laps on this one day.
Exiting
Great
guests, please lift up.
So me and Mav are walking out, and I covered this in another video, and I don't know if it actually made it out or not. But when we went to Hershey, me and Mav rode the Mine Train Trailblazer, and we both said that that's what Busch Gardens needs, another family coaster. And this, where Pet Shenanigans was, I thought would be a great area for a little Mine Train coaster. You can even get Vekoma to build one, very similar to like Big Bear Mountain, but just family, more family oriented, and tuck it right into this area over here, right over in this area behind me. put up some walls to try to, you know, to shield the sound from the wolves and the owls. I mean, that's owls, the eagles.
Owls?
Yeah.
I thought you said owls.
I think I said owl because walking down this friggin' hill.
Owls.
But I don't think this thing's coming back, and it would put a nice attraction on the side of the park, and I think it would just break up some of the attractions that you have, the bottleneck that you'll have with whatever goes in Drachenfire's plot, which looks like it's going to be the family inverted coaster. And for Bolton on that side and Dark Coaster, and then you have Tempesto, Apollo's Chariot, and Pantheon right next to each other as well. So you have 6 of the roller coasters tied in 2 spots, basically. Putting something over here really would make a lot of sense. Also, I think that they should just take that whole parking lot in England out and make that Spain, new land, put a B&M wing coaster at the far end of it.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be the next expansion of the park. What do you think?
Yeah, wait, have they had all the countries and haven't expanded since they began here?
They haven't added any new countries since I was been coming here. They just added Festa Italia, part of Italy, but San Marco, Italy was already here.
This is Ireland, not San Marco.
No, I know. Ireland used to be Hastings. They just renamed it. But they haven't built a ground-up land since late 80s, early 90s when Festa Italia was built. So they need some kind of attraction over here. Plus whatever's going on in the old Battle for Ire, Questor, Corkscrew Hill building.
I got to ride that before it shut down for a moment.
Yep. This far side of the park's just missing another marquee attraction. So what I was talking about earlier with Roman frieze and stuff. Over here, this treat place used to stay open like a half hour, like with Emporium and everything here in England. And you could get drinks and ice cream. And here it is, like this drink stand isn't even open now. I mean, it's after closing, but people are walking out and nothing. Man's thirsty and I can't get a drink unless I buy one, even though we have a refillable cup.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
boys and girls,
that's the one thing that kind of
We know
bugs
that.
me with the changing of moving stuff around, and you still don't even get to enjoy it. So that's the end of our night. How was your day, bud?
Yeah.
Got a couple of rides on, what, 3 on Invader? Yeah, 3 on Invader, 1 Zen ride, Apollo's, Pantheon, Alpengeist, 2 on Griffin, 2 on Alpengeist, some ribs, and got to see some early signs of construction for 2025, the rumored B&M inverted coaster.
It better be another inverted.
Well, it looks like it, and it looks like this one's going to run multiple trains, whereas Phoenix Rising and Busch Gardens Tampa is going to run a single train. That is going to be a ridiculously long line.
You know what my favorite thing about inverted coasters? Is because they're built like an inverted fraction. And I
Oh,
like
okay. You like inverted fractions. My son, Maverick Einstein. So, quick stop off the guest relations because there was no place to get drinks. Mav has wanted a drink, and we were back at Invader in the log flume, and there's nothing back there to get a drink. Walked all the way out. Nothing is open in England. It's supposed to be to refill our cup. And guest service is like, yeah, I'm talking to somebody because you're supposed to be able to have a drink machine and buy cold drinks.
If they had a drink machine, I would be so energized right now.
Yep.
I would be running off to the car at this point.
This was a problem last year, and I actually said something to them. And 2 days later, Busch Gardens made a post, and they had water coolers out for the hot part of the season. At least water coolers.
So we single-handedly saved the night of the Busch Gardens.
So that's the end of our little trip here. It was a fun day. Mav's going to spend some time with his grandma and go swimming the rest of the week after he tests for his Ninja Warrior class tomorrow. And we'll be back here sometime soon, and we'll be planning our big coaster trip this year, which will be Dorney and Six Flags Great Adventure. So everyone take care. Peace.